Hello, everyone. This is Cheryl from the Web3 Passport, and today we are joined by Solomon. Solomon, you're a founder of Trusted Entertainment and also founder of Coum Technologies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up, guys? How you doing?
and we are meeting here today on the occasion of Ethereum Dublin conference. It's the day 3 of the conference. So, Solomon, how are you feeling today? Yeah,
Good. Love it. Great day,
yeah,
great vibe. Talking about what I love. So
yeah. Lovely. And you were a part of a panel for Web3 Entertainment. How did that go? What message did you wanted to share with the audience on Web3 Entertainment?
yeah, man. It's do you know what it is? I grew up in a. I was blessed to be growing up in the new era of the music industry where we're kind of it's like internet focused, and I think blockchain is gonna be is like a new innovation within internet in general. So obviously, music within the internet, the innovation of the internet being blockchain, and blockchain technology, I took a liking into that, and I just kind of want like people to open their minds to it, to what it is. Now also getting rid of the bad eggs and let people focus on the good people that are actually trying to innovate and make change the industry for good.
Yeah, right. And as you're a founder of Trusted Entertainment and Coum Technologies, give us a bit walkthrough of your projects and where are you heading to? What problems that these two projects are solving? Maybe
Yeah,
we can start with Trusted Entertainment.
yeah, we do
Yeah.
that. So Trusted is about 9 years old. I started when I came to Dublin for college. I came to study commercial modern music and BIM Dublin slash DIT at the time, and I was focusing on drums because I was a drummer, and I fell in love with the music business course, and I just like I like this, and this is kind of cool. And at that time, I had already been producing. I was a producer. I was drumming on people's records, playing bass and piano on people's records. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna open a little studio. So I opened a studio and start signing acts, managing acts. Sorry, not really signing because I didn't really understand the label stuff here, but just managing acts, bringing acts to the studio, producing records for them, and I just did that for free for like 6 months. I was just doing that to get my hands dirty, to get my hands like working with everybody in the scene, get my name popular in the scene while I was already in the community of people because I was in college with 900 musicians. So it was just a music college. So I already had a community of people that I was working with, telling people about my stuff. So yeah, so I was doing that, and then that kind of transitioned from a studio to a management company, from management company to a record label. And yeah, now about 9 years in the game,
Yeah.
worked with some of the biggest acts coming out of Ireland from in hip hop,
Wow.
and urban music, and then I working with like the best independent companies at the time, so like Believe Music, via a partnership I had with Marathon Artists, and then I was working with Ditto Music as well. Then about 2 years ago now, I secured the first ever partnership with
With Warner.
Warner Music
Yeah.
and Ireland, an Irish label, and via Atlantic Records UK. So it was a joint venture, and
Right.
basically that's just like now. So I was 7 years in the independent game, about 2 years now in the major label kind of game, and yeah, really just get my hands dirty and understanding and building. Every single day, it's about the hustle, the daily hustle, and trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to make the global acts that are gonna blow up from Ireland urban music.
Interesting, very interesting. I'm just a bit curious here. So, when you have received affiliation from Warner Music, so how does that help artists? I'm just curious that after the 2 years ago when you received that, how did it facilitate you for the getting that label with Warner?
Yeah, so basically it just meant that um,
It's a big recognition for your music and the
yeah.
talent, the
So basically,
innovation.
Ireland has always been like a sister country to the UK. So basically, if you ever really heard of a lot of Irish acts that were doing really, really well, it was either from really big independent labels or like getting signed direct to London, because London was the headquarters of music in Ireland and UK. But then when Brexit happened, I suppose I felt like a shift where I feel like Ireland had to stand on its own 2 feet in entertainment. So Warner Music never needed to do a partnership with Ireland directly before, because I suppose there wasn't really a lot of like if you're big in Ireland, you would get an offer from London,
Oh,
like
right.
but back then. But now with Brexit and Ireland kind of standing on their own 2 feet, me being in a new generation of music and jumping on that early, I jumped on that very early, and I even had a partnership with Spotify back 2018, 2019, where I was curating playlists for Spotify for Ireland and like strategy and stuff like that. And with that experience, I suppose, and the streams and the kind of artists I've put through my label, it does seem like a symbiotic relationship for them to kind of invest in Trust It, so I can invest in acts in Ireland, build them act, build the music, build the strategies, get the contracts, and do all of that. And it was just a proper split between me and Atlantic and Warner
Wow,
Music.
that's fantastic. That's so good to know. Now, what about Coum Technologies? So, how did this new project came about? What were you trying to solve as a part of this new project?
Yeah, so basically, 2018, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
2018 is alright.
I just wanted to say because
Yeah, go
I
on.
saw you presenting that project. It was last year. Was it
Blockchain Island week, yeah. last year.
Blockchain Ireland? Yeah. So I didn't really because the memories got vague a bit. But that was the project that you were presenting.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
the story of it.
Coum is so as entrepreneurs, we all watch we have our mentors and like TED Talks we listen to and we watch and all.
Yeah.
So, we all had something that would tell you, look, if you have a problem, the best startup you can make is something that is relatable to you. So if you have a problem, instead of complaining about it, you should probably try and solve it. And if you're going through that problem, if there's probably another 100 million people, around the world going through that same problem. And if every of those 100 million people pay €10, that's $1 billion idea.
Interesting. Yes.
So basically, I came up. So back then, I was facing problems with the independent sector because of the Ireland, the limitations to the infrastructure of music in Ireland. So I was facing that. So I wanted to solve infrastructural problems for industry professionals like myself within the music industry.
Infrastructure problems.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So that's how Coum Technologies came about.
Right.
So I started Coum Technologies in 2018, as in 2019, 2019, ideas, strategies, building stuff, taking stuff out, building stuff to solve problems within the music industry for music industry professionals. 2020 came now, crypto got big, and then blockchain was getting big. And I was like, this might be very cool for the music industry. So I was already doing innovative things with Coum, trying to build tech for stuff. And I was like, so the blockchain came in 2020 now. I was like, okay, I'll jump on top of this. So got involved in a lot of Discord group chats, Telegram group chats, trying to get my hands dirty, understanding the technology, understanding what it could be for the music industry. And yeah, so by 2021, we started building. And then I launched I registered Coum officially as a company and started pitching to investors because I actually wanted to build tech, but it was getting expensive. The ideas, my co-founder, who's a CTO, didn't have as much time to build anymore, so I needed to get investors to so I started pitching to investors that my idea, which was just a bedroom idea to basically solve problems I was going through.
Right. So, and that brought you to Blockchain Ireland Week, and because there's trying to solve this infrastructure problem, we were using blockchain. So, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, tell us a bit about the whole use case that you were trying to solve, like for a layman, like a person who just cannot really understand the technology side, but the main problem, so there was a problem, and we are trying to solve it. So, how the problem will be solved for the consumers or people who are offering that platform. So
the biggest problem is the biggest solving was basically the world we are today. Everybody's lazy. So the biggest companies in the world are the companies that make stuff easier for people and more efficient for people.
Yeah.
So I during COVID, there was a splurge of music, and I had a lot of music that was doing well. But what I realized is that, man, I'm making a lot of internet acts, so a lot of these acts are going to struggle to sell out live. A lot of these they're going to struggle to do merch sales and all that. And then and when NFTs came out, I was like, damn, I felt this can be like internet merch. Do you get me? So it was like, oh, this is like a merchandise for the internet acts. So acts that are built on TikTok, acts that are built on Spotify, acts that are built on Apple Music, SoundCloud, that can't maybe traditional get somebody to come out to their show and buy their t-shirt. So they can just be online, and because you like the music on TikTok, that made you go to their YouTube channel and you like the video, and then you save the song from that to your Spotify playlist. Now you actually, this actually help you get through life or get through experience. Now you actually want to endorse this act. I felt like this was a new platform that could help endorse those acts that you actually love via the internet, because now during COVID, nobody was allowed to go out to shows and stuff. So it was a new way for me, for an artist, to make more money. So, and it was, I suppose, a new way for you to leverage your fans or to make fans, to be honest. And yeah, so that was my idea back then. But I wasn't trying to do it the other way people were doing it, which was like, oh, get rid of the major labels, get rid of the middleman, and all this kind of buzzwords people are using. I was like, how do you include the major labels? How do you include the big investors in music? How do you include the big right holders in music involved in this? That that they make money, we make money in the middle, and the independent acts at the bottom make money.
Right, everybody is getting benefits and advantage from this.
Yeah.
We should. Yes, exactly. You're right, saying that we were talking about getting rid of middlemen, and I was like, what middleman is gonna do?
Yeah.
We are getting that person out of the job.
It's like saying you want to get. It's like saying you want to get rid of venture capitals. It's like it's like saying you want to get rid of
indirectly.
Yeah.
Indirectly.
No,
venture capitalists.
Doesn't make sense.
No, literally, I like that point, your perspective on this. Yeah. So now, since when you presented this project in Blockchain Island, I recall that you got a massive support on it. Yeah. So how is that journey from last year, and where are we going, and the challenges that you're experiencing in this way, or how can you fill those gaps that might be existing? I think I asked so many questions.
That's fine. I get it. So, number one, it's interesting because I got a lot of support based on more of my character than the actual. The idea was cool. It's cool.
Yeah. An
idea being cool is not. It's not always directed to an investor giving you money, And initially, they want to understand the idea. They want to understand the industry, and music industry is just a industry that a lot of people just don't understand. Everybody listens to music.
Yeah.
They don't actually know how they get paid. I just spent like 30 minutes talking to a guy outside, literally trying to explain, oh no, it's not, no, you have this misconception. No, it's not like that.
So tell us about that, please, what the discussion was about, like that misconception, because I think it would be insightful for a lot of people who might be watching.
Yeah, so the misconception is that, major labels are holding on your money. Spotify they're taking a massive percentage of artists' money, and all of this kind of like stuff that I feel like it's just online talk, but when you actually get to work in the industry and you actually break down who is actually paying us and how we're getting paid and how Spotify getting paid and all of this kind of stuff, and like then you actually break down the economics of what people say that they want and what actually the process of that is. You start to, okay, this is a bit, and this is what major label executives talk about. And because I've been able to be in these rooms, I've been able to change my mindset. I already had a similar mindset, but then I got more context. So, it's crazy because I've got to a lot of conferences that people are trying to make NFT projects and with music. They've never touched music. They've never worked within the music industry. So it's just building. You're just building, developing, and you're not really having
something. Don't have experience.
No experience.
No deep dive into.
No go-to-market strategy.
Oh, right.
Do you get me? So there's no. So that's what I was talking about inside. I was talking about developers are cool. Invest in developers. But you also need to invest in innovators, people that have had experience in the music or in any industry, whether it's gaming, sports, whatever. You need to get the best people in those games, come to your sector and say, I don't know too much about blockchain, but I know about the problem we're facing.
Right.
You tell me what blockchain can do, I tell you the problems we're facing, let's meet in the middle and let's get a product. They're coming from going online, studying what the media, which we all know media is not always correct. what media tells them is a problem. They go make a solution, and then you bring it to the people now they're trying to sell it to the people in the corporations, and they're like, yeah, we don't need that. We don't need it. There's nothing for us there. We're making money anyways. We're making billions and billions a year without this. Why should we? So it should be a partnership. You, the developer, partner with these companies to build for your problem, not for a problem I think is there.
I think it's there, right? Not on your own individual kind of a viewpoints. Everybody has to work as an ecosystem
obviously,
together.
if you've experienced the industry you're in, but most of these guys, it's flabbergasting to me. It's like, how are you telling me? Because I was at a hackathon.
Which hackathon
was it? It was Near Protocol. So NearCon. So
okay.
it was in Portugal last year.
Oh right, yeah.
So and I was joining a few groups of people building, and a lot of people were doing music projects. And when I asked, how many people have actually worked within music, it was like 5 people, and there's like 200 teams.
Right.
I'm like,
oh no.
I'm like, wait, so how many people?
There is no subject matter expertise there of the real problems.
Yeah.
They haven't felt it.
Yeah. So where are you getting this? Spotify steal money from artists. I'm like, okay, where'd you get that information from? So just something I read online. I said, who wrote it? Who wrote that? What you just read? Did you get me? Or like, yes. So now the major labels are trying to partner up with like SoundCloud and Deezer to make new streaming model strategies to get artists paid more. They are also shareholders of Spotify, and so do you think? Let's be very honest here. If Universal is a shareholder within Spotify, how was Spotify going to be stealing from acts? If Universal, who have acts, are shareholders of Spotify, tell me, how does that actually make sense? Do you get me?
Right.
The shareholders will not allow that to happen, and then I suppose it's just that the problem is the pro rata streaming model. There's a flaw there. There is a flaw, but it's not necessarily people stealing. It's more like Spotify is an evolution from Napster, which was LimeWire, and Napster, which was free music online. You could access all the music online for free. Now Spotify added a product. No, you shouldn't be able to access the music for free. You can access it pay. So they got us to the next level, and now the music industry is at an all-time high it's ever been.
Okay.
And so people sometimes, like the major people and the major labels or big corporations, hate the whole concept of the music industry is broken, because they don't believe the music industry is broken because it's making this most money it's ever made. What they believe is that there's further innovation that needs to be done.
Yeah, further innovation.
So Spotify took us from Napster, LimeWire to this. Now, how do we take Spotify to the next level? And that next level for me right now is like, how do we incorporate blockchain into the strategies?
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, so the next, we're going to flow into this conversation. So this is very interesting that we need to incorporate blockchain into these current platforms. So, right? Yeah.
I mean, we just work more innovators. Innovators need to be, you just the way you have a CTO, you need to have I always like the companies I like CEOs that actually, let's say it's music tech, I like the guy to be music. If it's gaming, I like the guy to be a gamer. If it's e-commerce, I like the guy to be a salesperson, and then the tech person be the person that makes that happen. It should be like 50-50 in my opinion. The ideal CEO should be the person that's the industry professional, and the ideal CTO should be the person that's the technical person in that situation, in my opinion.
Right. So say Spotify, and there are other music places, Amazon Music, just for an example.
Yeah.
So how will, as per your vision for Coum Technologies, trusted entertainment, how can you help them, revamp their platform? How can, you be there to help them transform that? So how will that work?
Well,
Because you got a vision for blockchain.
Yeah.
You have that. You want to really transform that because you understand the problems,
Yeah.
the challenges that are existing. You face it as being in the industry for a long time and seeing that is a problem. So how are you, trying to solve that? What is that way, and why? What's
It's a good question.
stopping you
It's
to?
a good question.
Yeah.
So
And maybe what are barriers on the way, for you to accomplish? You have spoken about these barriers already, and there
Spotify,
individual.
if you're listening, you can just invest. Come and invest in my company. Amazon Music, come invest in my company. That's the best way for you to help me. But I suppose, jokes aside,
No, that's good. Exactly. Just to send that message out that
Yeah.
I need support. I need you to be with me together in my vision because I
Yeah.
see strong possibilities in this space.
yeah, because
and this
do
has to
you know
happen.
what? Do you know what it is?
The next level, next iteration to this. Yeah.
I see the gaming industry doing it so much. So there's a company called I'm gonna butcher the name. Aminoka Brands. So I think they own like Fortnite, and they're one of the biggest investors in blockchain. And obviously now
For gaming, just for gaming.
for
Is it?
gaming, I'm just like they've invested in some other stuff that's not traditionally gaming, but like it can help the gaming infrastructure. So I suppose it's still gaming. But the point is like they've been such a big investor in that kind of scene. Music has Warner actually doing it a lot more than anybody else, investing into the music kind of infrastructure with blockchain. But I suppose, music has failed to innovate as fast as gaming. And now we're seeing a splurge in gaming going crazy. And I think that the music executives just need to, the big ones, the big executives that have the powers to kind of put hundreds of millions and billions into innovation,
Right.
just need to take less of a safe bet.
And think about it
and just
see.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
take a bet on it.
Educate themselves.
Because it's worth for gaming. Like they've like the microtransaction. Like think about it. We pay €120 a year for Spotify, and you have unlimited songs. It's good. Like it's still better than when Napster was free, but like that €120 has been like that for the last, I think, for the last 5-6 years.
Consistent.
You pay €10 a month.
Yeah.
The same time they started at $9.99, Netflix did $9.99, but now Netflix is 15 quid, 16 quid. So that means Netflix has gone up nearly 50%. They've charged nearly 50% on top of them of what they were paying. So Spotify can't be. So Spotify needs to, increase their price. In my opinion, they just need to pay more, and then need to invest into different things within the innovation of music, because now gaming have to do that little microtransaction stuff. I heard that they're trying to make FIFA for free now. Why are they trying to make FIFA free? Because FIFA is only 50 quid or 60 quid when you buy it, but so if they just made the money off buying it, it would be just like buying a CD and making it off an album. But what they do is that they add all these little things in the game that, you want to buy a card, you want to buy this extra, you want to unleash this platform, you want to unleash this model. So you buy, and then you have a lot of kids just using their mom and dad's credit cards to buy more things in the game. So then the game, they make like 200 quid in a month just off an individual buying more, and they spend 50 on the game. So it's those microtransactions that has put the gaming industry up. We need more microtransactions and stuff within music, so people are able to monetize experiences that musicians are creating for their fans, and on all of this kind of stuff. So that's gonna be, for me, when Spotify, Warner, Universal, Sony all get involved in this kind of innovation of music. It's that's when the music industry, in my opinion,
Revolutionize it.
It will change the whole game.
Interesting. And today in this conversation, you have touched on some very deeper, discussions that we need to have. Just not on the surface. We're talking about NFTs and these all new projects coming in, but that's a deeper infrastructure level challenges that need to be solved. And we have digged into some interesting aspects here that everybody needs to think from the strategy point of view, the next infrastructure point of view, and
there's so many cool things. There's so many cool things with like with Coum, like we're building out a full platform. We're launching start of August, end of July, start of August. We'll be launching, and it's to a lot of the stuff is going to be futuristic, so a lot of people might not actually understand why it's necessary, but that's okay, because when something blows up like AI has blown up recently, AI has been being built for like 10 years. So there will be a point where Coum blows up, or the technology Coum does,
It will.
and
Yeah. Will.
it will be these ideas that we're building now that will be
Right.
ready developed at that time. So I'm okay with it.
I really wanted to touch upon AI with you on this conversation. So, music, how do you see that AI will transform the music, or what's happening in the music space with AI?
So
Yeah.
I've talked about this a bit to some people. And I was like, it's funny
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think the
So AI, blockchain infrastructure, and this whole ecosystem, how it's going to, how are we going to see it? You know, in the real world, what's happening? How music will benefit from? Let's just focus on AI because blockchain we
yeah.
spoke about.
So AI, I
Yeah.
suppose AI has already been doing its thing in like, for like Spotify has been using AI for like discovery tools for as long as I can remember. Like in terms of like, you go to Spotify, it tells you, oh, because you listen to this person, I recommend this 5 people for you. So Spotify has been the number one discovery tool for music for the probably last 10 years. You know, Spotify and YouTube. YouTube also does recommend it. And I suppose, I think that discoverability of artists can just get better in terms of AI becoming a lot more niche and a lot more individual to individual. So the experiences that they're feeling. So like, you know, going into detail, like, okay, cool. This song climaxes at 1 minute 10 seconds. Songs that climax at 1 minute 10 seconds in the techno genre, these people like this, so we should show it to these people, and that will maybe double their consumption level. Maybe instead of them streaming a song 5 times, they're streaming a song 10 times, which means that per stream that artist is making more money. You know, AI needs to get like into what are we already doing that we can make better. Number 2, AI needs to be a thing for me. What makes the administration better? So, for example, every year, so many. And when I say so many, I don't know the exact percentage, but it's a high percentage of artists they lose out on the money that they're supposed to collect because of administration. Because you actually need to go on a couple of different websites and put in, I own this song, 20% of this song. I played at this concert. I performed this 5 songs. I played at this concert. I played this 5 songs, and all the administration basically pays you. When you put them to those websites, they pay you for the music being streamed and being played in different places. There's a lot of music, so a lot of artists just
That's
don't.
massive. Yeah.
They don't. It's just so tedious. Even for myself,
Oh, it is.
I have a PA full time that does that for me because it's so tedious.
It's so tedious to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
My goodness, yeah. Then you can't think of higher things if you keep on doing the
Administration stuff.
administration.
So
yeah,
register the AI administration of works
yeah.
means that more people are just making more money. The strategies, and I suppose the counterpart of it. I think this is the big topic with AI.
Yeah.
Is gonna generate a lot of music copyright. So you've probably seen the Drake song and all these different songs that were made by AI that people are complaining about. So there's copyright laws that kind of help with those situations. But I do believe that, you know, AI might make some music, the making of music a bit better in terms of that production level. So like I've seen producers using it in a very nice way, stems and different stuff that's legal. I think there's always going to be bad eggs. So I think we need to focus less on the bad eggs and make sure we just put more restrictions so that bad eggs can't really thrive. But make what's working is I think innovation, even blockchain, it's about what's already working. How can we just make that experience better? That's my opinion. Like, you think about it, let me just take the basic. We started travel. We did like, you know, we make a train, we make a ship, we make a plane, and we just made it better every single time.
Always
Now,
better.
just make it better. That's what innovation is. Just making stuff better. I think
absolutely.
it's just gonna make whatever the systems is right now, the tedious stuff, make that better.
Literally.
And the stuff that's
agree.
but they should not make the stuff that's fun, which is creating the music, make that worse.
Right.
That's my
Makes sense. Yes.
you know,
One.
that's
Yeah.
it. Make it pleasant experience,
Yeah.
and we can make passion to profit. You know
Literally,
what
very thought-provoking conversation.
I mean? Yeah.
Really, Martin. Any thoughts from you?
No, I think you kind of like covered all the topics, like
Interesting.
including like even how AI can change and revolutionize like industry. And yeah, maybe one question. Um, your platform and your whole idea, how it can help the artist, like in what ways it can help the artist. What is your let's make it like short to like what is the main, let's say, two or three things what can actually how this whole your idea can actually help the artist.
Are we talking about the vision? Probably the ultimate vision,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe the
yeah.
personas, the key
Is it
personas.
the features? Are you talking about the features, or are you talking about the vision?
Yeah, features maybe. Yeah,
The
like
fe-
how it's
Yeah, so the actual features. So what we're doing right now is that we have three main features. So the first one is, so it's for producers actually. So you probably know, if you make music, everybody can go on YouTube right now and just go on a beat, download the beat for free off YouTube Converter, and make a song and upload it to Spotify without paying the producer. And the producer can actually find that song unless somebody tells them, oh, you know, your beat is on somebody else's song, and because when they put a vocal on it, it becomes a new audio.
Yeah.
So producers beats, which is the start of anybody's song, is all over the internet and they're not getting paid for it. So one of the first things that we're making is like NFT. You have an NFT kind of system where you can upload your beat, sell your beat, but it has audio printing, so wherever your beat is in the world, we can track it. That's one. Number two, track it and let you know. And then number two, what we're building, second thing we're building, which is kind of our main focus, is the gaming. So we have in-game sync streaming. So basically, we provide an SDK to game developers all over. So Web 2 games, Web 3 games. So you upload your song to our platform as an audio, like an NFT, and we actually fix the original work, and you put all the metadata, there's quality control systems going on, and then you submit submit your songs to our playlist. When you submit your songs to our playlist, we'll to an editorial playlist. It goes to editors, and we pick, like, for example, let's say we have 100 submissions, we pick like 20 songs to go into that playlist. That playlist is now in all those games that have that SDK, so they're streaming the music as they're playing those games.
All right.
So all those games will have the music playing while they're playing. So, and that's beside ads. So that becomes a banner ad. So it's not actually going to disturb you. It's actually going to make so the aim is for the game developers. Why would they do this? Is because basically the gaming life in America right now and the Western world is about 15 to 45 minutes of consumption of games. So the aim is that with music right now in America, it's about 4 hours per day. So the aim is that they make the money from ads. So the aim is that with music, that experience will become better. So they will stay on those games for longer with the music, and then that actually pays the gets more discoverability for the artists and gets more retention for the gamers. So then we're doing that, and then in our platform, it actually shows you as you're getting streamed. One stream is like Spotify tells you how many streams you have. We will tell you how many streams you have on all these games around the world. So you're getting exactly, and you'll be getting paid per stream or per. We're gonna have some type of model about paying. And we're gonna try and pay more than the average streaming platform. That's the second part. And then the third thing we're building is just like a simple contracting model, which is me, and this is me kind of like productizing myself, because in Ireland everybody is, oh, Solo, what videographer can I get, what graphic designer can I get for this thing, or what engineer can I get for this? And basically it's going to be like a vetted process contracting platform that allows people to come and kind of like a Fiverr, but like a better version just for the music industry. So you can get the best lawyers, you can get the best engineers. So they're kind of in this place, seeing all this music, seeing what is going on within our platform, have a chance to make more money with the gaming, have more chance to get more security with the NFT kind of securities platform we have, but then also can, when they want to hire anybody, hire on a very, very specific and clean model that basically gets rid of bad eggs. You know, I've been talking about bad eggs a lot. There's just a lot of bad eggs in the industry that just ruin it for people. So we have a vetted process that kind of adds people to make sure that when you do something good, we get rewarded. You get rewarded, tokenized, get rewarded for being good at your job. So if you give me a good video, you actually get rewarded by crypto or whatever. And that, so and then you obviously you have a fiat and a crypto wallet sometimes. That's it.
Interesting. Very thought-provoking. And what do you think, guys? What do you think to our audience? You know, it's an enlightening conversation for everyone. Carry on. Sorry, Martin.
I just want to say this very interesting concept of this rewarding the artist, because then you basically make sure that all the artists do their best when they will be delivering their work, even if it's like, let's say, composing of the music, engineering, producing beats, making music videos, whatever. That's one thing. So you will make sure that on your platform will be top notch.
Yeah, infrastructure. It's all infrastructure stuff. Because I just feel like everybody's talking up here, but the problem is here. So I'm solving problems here, infrastructural stuff here, so that people can thrive more up here.
And rewards have to be inbuilt in the technology itself. So it's so essential component that empowers people. So rewarding is crucial.
Also, like a lot of these
technology.
A lot of these, like let's say Upwork and like Fiverr and all of these platforms, they have one big problem where is, like, first of all, they will basically take money. They will take 20% of your money even before you get them. That's one thing. Second thing, they will take money from the people which hire you. So that's another thing. So both parties basically are not that beneficial. How they would be if you would basically maybe not cut it, but like don't make those fees that high. And with this technology and like even with AI, it can run itself, so we don't have to pay 1,000 people to take care of all of this, and then you can revert more, like the artists can make more money, the people can get it for cheaper, and then everyone is happy, and this is like a bonus that you can actually get some 1 month competition or something, and who make the best music video, the best beat, will get some award or like get some.
Exactly. So like you get paid better, you get rewarded if you deliver stuff on time, if you meet your milestones on time, and meet your milestones in general. So Upwork has milestones, but I suppose I'm just going a bit deeper into like how specific it is. You know, you get rewarded for good activity. So. Another thing that it does is basically verified. So for you to get a verified account, you say, have you worked with me? When I put you on my profile, like LinkedIn, you know, like I say, okay, I've worked with you. It's just like when you go to college or when you're doing a qualification. And when I say I worked with you, it will say unverified. When you get a prompt saying that have you worked with Solomon? And you said yes, and then did you have a good experience? It will say yes or no. And then when it's just, then it will verify your profile and then it will verify my profile. So that's my version of Instagram verified, Twitter verified. My verified is when you actually do good work and you have a good profile of a line of work, you get verified.
Very interesting. This is a wonderful conversation, thought-provoking conversation.
No problem.
And for everyone listening to us. So again, the question would be, what do you think? Share your insights with us, and how can we help this industry evolve? Share your opinions.
Investors, hit me up, man.
Please do support this
up,
project. Yes, please do support Solomon in the project and in creating.
My LinkedIn is over here.
Yes,
my WhatsApp is over here, and
absolutely.
my email. So you can get me easy.
It's gonna be a thrilling. It's gonna be a thrill. It's a thrilling project, and the passion in you is so high, and and then the vision is so strong, and
massive.
So investors, hit him up, Solomon, support him in his project, and share your insight with us after this podcast is released. Thank you, Solomon, for
Don't
being
lose
here.
Out. Get there early. Come on.
Thank you so much.